Let's move on to reaction theater, shall we?
Yes.
I swear Martin Truex Jr. is the cryingest race car driver in NASCAR. All he does is all race long, wanting to know, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Oh, we're screwed right here. Oh, we're in big trouble here. Dude, you were running outside the top 20 and you ended up finishing 7th. Have some damn patience and let the race work itself out, not steady push the button on the damn steering wheel and cry every 5 laps.
Guy's a big Truex fan, huh?
What
did Martin do to him?
Well, Martin, remember the first Richmond race, they pitted. They were on the other side of the strategy, and they ran out of tires at the end. Remember they put them used tires on, didn't tell him at the end, and he was like, this thing had no grip. And they're like, oh, the crew chief's like, yeah, they were scuffs or something. So, oh, why didn't you tell me?
They definitely didn't need to suspend or get rid of Paul Tracy in the SRX series. I'll tell you what, he should have a spotter, and he should be the only one with a spotter. His mirrors must not work or something.
He races like an idiot.
Yeah, so the mirrors, they have 2 mirrors in that thing. It's the little side mirror, which is probably also the smallest side mirror that you can have. Brad told me you can't see out of them cars at all. And most of them guys,
Paul can't even see out the front of them.
Well, yeah, and that's been an issue for like 3 years now. So, or how many years is it?
So is he ultimately suspended? Like gone?
He's gone.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
They didn't give a time range on when he would come
Schrader
back.
was pissed.
Yeah.
Did you see Schrader?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When Kenny Schrader's mad, something's wrong, because that guy is like the most easygoing guy, racer, and understands everything. He didn't like hitting that inside wall.
No.
So, and it was clearly avoidable.
I was just say they got the perfect time to do it though, to have Johnny Benson at Berlin.
Yeah,
to fill
I
in.
know. And Johnny runs like those cars up there with like a wing the size of this brick
The
wall.
super mods.
Yeah, but don't they have those big wall wings on them? I thought he ran those cars too, like those late models with the. Are he like?
How old is Johnny Benson? I got to look that up while y'all talk about it.
Oh, they'll call the Outlaw late models.
Yeah, didn't he run them too?
That's only like once.
I've seen him run that Super 60.
So he used to have the Outlaw late model I grew up racing was actually his. So when he was getting out of that,
So you got a good car.
That's the Outlaw late model I ran.
He's born in 63. What's that put him?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have him back, man. I remember him. He's a super nice guy. Always was to me, man. Him driving that Cheerios car, that was fun.
I remember it wasn't but a couple months ago or so, 3 months ago, that I was watching some race on something, and he was in it. They were it might have been a track in Ohio with super modifieds or something. And he was running like second or third. Might have been Jennerstown maybe, something like that. But
yeah,
he was competitive still, so good for him. He'll be good. He'll be good at Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
This is your weekly Blaney fan update. We are currently drinking beers in the bathtub, but we'll get them next week. Go Twins.
Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about.
That sounds like you. I'm not gonna lie.
How bad did Blaney run this week?
he was not good.
Where did he end up? I don't know.
He's not as bad as Cindric. Who is we are drinking beer in the bathtub? That's the concern. And how big is this bathtub?
Did he say we?
He said we are drinking beer.
Yeah.
But I mean, most bathtubs aren't big enough for we. You know. I mean, take Carson Hocevar right here. Guy's 6'8" over here beside of me. Do you want to be in a bathtub drinking beer with him right now?
I'm not getting in a bathtub with him.
I'm not getting in a bathtub with anybody. My legs stick out anyways.
Oh, I bet they do. Dude, if you put
I can't take a bath. I take a bath in a pool. It's the only way I fit.
I hate people's feet on me, and I bet your toes are like really long because you're so damn tall. If your toes touch me, I would vomit. I hate feet. I hate even pretty girls' feet. Not a feet guy.
Do you hate your own feet?
Yes,
So
I do. I don't like my feet either.
You're telling me. I gotta stop.
No.
No, I mean,
key it up.
hottest girl known to man.
Don't touch me with your feet.
You're not touching her feet?
No, don't touch me with your feet.
Why? What's wrong with her feet?
I don't.
Are you able to go to the beach?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't sit there and play footsies with.
Yeah, but I mean, do you notice other people's feet when you're sitting there and
No,
stuff?
I don't like look. I'm not like footophobia, but just don't like
So,
toes.
like,
it ain't really the feet as much as
do you
it is
make
the
sure
toes.
not to look down though? Like, are you like actively avoiding looking at people's feet?
It's the toes I have a problem with.
Well, what's the toe? Like
I
the length,
don't know the
turn?
toenails. Get your feet off. He's got shoes on, thank God.
Blaney finished 14th.
Oh, that's not bad.
We drink a beer in the bathtub, he said.
Maybe it's like a celebratory. Like maybe it's like he's like happy about it.
Maybe.
He didn't sound very happy.
That's the
About to buy a fake foot on Amazon, put it on the table here and push it on Brett.
See, I'm getting hot.
No, you just gotta cut the toe out. Like you just gotta
Yeah.
have just cut toes.
Why are we at Richmond in July? Why? It's hot. It's hot everywhere.
It
But
is.
why in Richmond, Virginia in July? There's plenty of tracks. Holy heck, NASCAR. Come on, Ben Kennedy. Let's fix the schedule.
What's wrong with a hot race?
I just hate it for the fans.
It is. I mean, it was.
I mean, it's 100 degrees. Heat index probably over 100. I think it's a better race during the day than it is at night, but I just hate it for the fans. I mean, we talked about it last year at Atlanta, man. We were all there just dying.
But that's no different than going to a football game. That's no different than going to a baseball game.
Yeah, but the football games are always
Football games start in the
summer
fall.
night,
Yeah. I mean, just
I mean, college starts in the summer.
September, but they're night games,
hot.
man. There'll be 7:30 kickoff in Charlotte right
I
here.
promise you, there's more day games than night games in college football. They just don't televise them.
Yeah, I don't know. In the South, I don't know about that.
Well, they don't televise them probably because the stands aren't full.
Or they're just small schools.
Well, I was in New
That's
Mexico last week. And it was 107. It was hot. It's
I
hot.
will tell you
The guy's
this.
right. It's hot everywhere.
I will tell you this: we go and run Richmond later in the fall. You're going to be like, "Why do we run Richmond in the fall? It's raining all the time." Oh, I missed the race because it ran on Monday. We need to run this in the summer. Okay,
That
I
or
will.
it's like Martinsville where they're all complaining.
Yes.
Now they wanted a day race because there's too much grit. You know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But
Yeah, there's no.
it definitely was a little like I've never been outside the racetrack, and I was walking around. I never noticed how many people like the stands would be full if everybody's in the stands.
Yes.
But they're all like there were hundreds and hundreds of people just under the stands, you know, just
Hanging out.
listen to scanner.
I think going into it. You know if you're going to a race during the day, it's going to be hot. And luckily, the race didn't go green until like 3:30, 3:40 something. So you're kind of past the hottest part of the day anyway. So I don't know. I also don't mind it because if it does rain, that track dries quick. And in the fall when you get that rain and it's cold, that thing takes forever to dry.
Yeah.
I've been watching this sport, and I've devoured every freaking episode on digital download for the last 3 or 4 years. I still don't understand what the point system is. So that's the problem with NASCAR. When you watch football, they score a touchdown, they get 6 points. They get the extra point, they get a field goal, they get 3 points. Basketball, same thing. 3-pointers are 3-pointers, a 2-pointer is a 2-pointer, a free throw is a 1-pointer. Soccer, hockey, 1 point. Don't even know those games. I know it's 1 point.
Carson and I were talking about before the show. Like, it is hard to keep up with the points and knowing who's where. And I don't know how we simplify it. Like, I think that the point system is probably really good right now, but it is confusing if you don't really understand it. And it's a lot to understand.
I mean, I don't understand a lot of the like you understand the point system, but that's the game. You understand stage. Like I don't understand the playoffs. I don't understand like any other sport. Like it's confusing if you're not like a hardcore fan, but like at the same time, like the regular season, I feel like it's the easiest part. You win, you're in.
Yeah.
Like you're high enough in points, like you're in. I feel like that part's simple. Just like how many points you get and like trying to keep up once you're to the playoffs of like your playoff bonuses and what all the bonuses and where everything is. Like that part's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything's weighted, more now than it ever has been, and wins are super important. Playoff points are really important. You have banked, and I've been in this position a handful of times in the Cup Series. We've banked a lot of playoff points going in to the playoffs, and man, does it make it a lot easier. But you race your ass off in the beginning of the year and fight like heck to get those, and that's why people race so hard. That's why that's why you don't have, me and Brett were around whenever a guy had a 200-point lead. And I'm going to go and tell you, it's not nearly as exciting when a guy has a 200-point lead and he honestly runs at about a 7 out of 10 at that point too, and because everyone else has to try a lot harder and he just cruises along. It's built this way for the race fan to be
Exciting. Every week.
exciting,
Yeah.
and pressure packed. So
Yeah.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I always hated when a driver get out and say it's a good points day, or like, oh, I wanted to do this, or we wanted to get aggressive, but
Yeah.
we needed the points, or needed
you
to
couldn't
do
lay it on
this.
the
And
line.
it was like, that's boring. Like, why wouldn't you like try to win the 6-year-old me doesn't understand points. I'm like, why wouldn't you win the
what
race?
year were you
Like,
born?
2003.
About when I first started spotting.
I don't even care. Carson Hocevar? Yeah, Hocevar is a bitch. A baby back bitch. See you next Tuesday. He ain't worth a damn. I wish I could punch him in the dick.
Jesus. Wow. That was aggressive.
I'm laughing my ass off.
You must know him.
No.
But he said he'll
Was
see
it your PR guy? Is that who called
He
you?
said he'll
Probably
see you
was.
next Tuesday.
See
So,
you next Tuesday.
Who do you see
Where
tomorrow?
am I going Tuesday?
I don't know. You
Was
tell me.
that, was that Al Neese?
It's probably someone that works at NASCAR, to be honest.
Oh, boy. That was a funny one.
That's it.
Thank
mean,
God.
That's all we got.
Best
That's
for
what we
last.
got?
Yeah.
Right on.
That's what we
That,
got.
that sounds like somebody that you would know.
Well, I don't think so. That guy had a lot of hate in his heart.
Well, yeah,
That was
well,
a-
I know. You know what? What might cancel that out is he didn't. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it took him a few
It took him a
attempts.
minute.
He was drinking beer in his bathtub,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Maybe the same guy.
It might have
Oh,
been.
gosh.
I just laughed that he missed it, got it right, and then was like, "Oh wait, I got it right. Not f that guy. I'm gonna get it wrong again." It's awesome.